Hi, I'm Rachel Timlin with the City of Farmington Hills Cultural Arts Division. We're here today at the Farmington Hills Public Art Program inside City Hall. On display in the rotating exhibits gallery, we have selections from the 2014 PTA Reflections art program. Let's find out more about this program by talking to some of the coordinators and artists involved.
Hello, my name is Monica Cardenas, and I am the District Chair for the Farmington Area Reflections Program. So the National PTA Reflections is an art competition. There are several different levels to it. For preschool through 12th grade, we have the local, which is our local area schools, and the winners will move on to district. From the district level, those winners will move on to state, and at the state level, the top winner will move on to national. The students interpret a theme every single year, which is developed by the students themselves, and they have to apply an original artwork to dance or film, photography, literature, or visual arts. It's a great opportunity for these children to explore their creativity, use their imagination, and put some of their own pride into a work for everyone to see. The Reflections program has been running for 41 years. It has increased throughout several years. Farmington Public Schools has participated in this program many, many years. We see every single year this program growing. More kids are getting more passionate about their work and applying their skills to this theme. It's a joy seeing the entries that are submitted in on the district level. Unfortunately, I'm not able to see every single piece at the local level. Last year, we had over 200 students participate at the district level, and I can only imagine what our numbers were if we were to count every single student that participated in each school. Of those 200 children, we had 100 that placed at the state level. And then of those 100 that placed at the state level, we had 4 students move on to the national. And of course, if you are aware of the Reflections program, we did have our national winner, Nina Kobayashi, perform her dance choreography. And it's a joy to see that even the youngest child can do something so marvelous that it gains not only our attention, but the state of Michigan and the national attention. So I'm very, very proud of our artists. I think arts is very important to a child. There's so many structures and so many rules and regulations concerning their curriculum for math and science and writing that this arts, there is no right and wrong. They have the ability to make their own choices. They have the ability to interpret it their way. Their creativity and their imagination is just fueled when they participate in an arts program.
I'm Ben, and I've been doing it for 4 years. This is my 4th year. For this year's PTA Reflections, I did a film on a rocket blasting off. But first, I showed my imagination by showing a future lab cutaway. And it took several takes, but I got it at the end, and I got to launch a rocket. Whoa. And it shot really high. What made me think about that is I thought about how does that rocket launch? Then I thought about electricity and chemicals launching. That, and that's what then it hit me. I said, I'm gonna do a film on that. I think doing artwork is important because it's really creative for me.
My name is Sydney, and this is my last year, one of my reflections art pieces. It's called Clean Water, and I thought that the world would be a better place if everybody had clean water to drink. And this is a picture of my brother's hands holding water with a bunch of cups of water that shows everybody and that how much they need to have a clean water, a glass of clean water every day. I just like doing it because you can show people how much you can do, and in artwork wise and creativity, you can really show people how much you can do, and it's really fun. What art does to me, it just really lets me let out all of my creativity, and I love to do it. It's really fun, and I take art class, and I love going. I do it every Saturday, and it just lets me, I can draw whatever I want. It doesn't matter if it's weird or realistic. It's just a way to express your creativity. When I grow up, I kind of want to be an interior designer, because that's another way to do art as well. If you design things, and I like watching HGTV shows and stuff, and I just love doing art, and it's another way for me to do that, and a living wise.
Hi, I'm Kelli, Carpenter, Crawford, and I volunteer as part of the District Reflections team. We coordinate the chairpeople of all the individual school PTA programs. So the student contest begins at their individual elementary, upper elementary, middle school, and high schools, and those schools will celebrate the student art within their own communities. And then beyond that, those student award winners go on to district level competition. And then we've been able to feature student art in multiple new venues. Here at the City Hall, the student art exhibit has been part of the annual city public art display. So we've been really excited about that community members can see the student art when they come in to City Hall for meetings and to pay tax bills, et cetera. The city also worked with us to provide an opportunity for student art to be displayed as part of the annual Festival of the Arts, which came to find out that actually began as a celebration of Farmington Public Schools student art in the spring. And it's evolved to include many community arts organizations, and so they welcomed this student art piece with open arms. And a final thing I'd like to share about is an opportunity that we've been able to feature one specific category of student art, and that is student films that were made as part of the Reflections contest. We were able to feature a student shorts film program as part of the Greater Farmington Film Festival at the Farmington Civic Theater. Working at the district level, we not only got to see student art from individuals, our own schools, but also student art from all of the categories and throughout the school district. One piece that comes to mind was very touching to see a student literature piece that was a tribute to a mother who passed away in 2014, who was a good friend of mine. And last year's theme was the world would be a better place if, and she wrote a piece about the world would be a better place if everyone was like my mother. And it was a very courageous piece and very touching, and I was glad to read it.
My name is Nina, and I'm in 3rd grade. I've been doing reflections for 2 years. Well, it was about a girl who tried to help a friend who was being bullied. Well, I choreographed it from what happened to me in my life. I like that it has art and those other things, which I really like about it. It can help you with life, and it's creative and helps you be creative.
Hi, my name is Pauline Kim, and I'm one of the co-chairs for the District Reflections Committee. So the National PTA provides all of our local leaders with a leader's guide, and this guide really outlines the judging process for us to try and make it similar on all levels of the competition. In this guide, it also points us to a toolkit on the national website that allows us to have sample letters that we can provide judges, kind of describing the process to the judges. It gives us judging scorecards as well as a judging rubric. One of the first things they advise us to do is to have all entries, both at the local level and the district level, be blinded entries. So we cover up any names either on the front of the entry or on the back of the entry so that the judges aren't biased if they happen to know the kids. Besides that, when we go and find the judges to help us with the judging process, most of us in the local levels and at the district level reach out to the artisans in our local community. We tap on our local librarians. We reach out to the local dance studios for their dance instructors to help us with judging the dance entries. We've reached out to the Farmington City's Cultural Arts Division for arts judging. We sometimes find the published authors that might live in our city. So we also look to other teachers in the area. It could be music teachers, art teachers in the area. It could just be regular school teachers to help us with our literature entries. All of these entries, the judges have to provide a 3-part score for each entry. The first part is the interpretation of theme. That's where the judge takes a look at the entry and sees how closely it relates to the theme. The judges also look at the student's artist statement. The artist statement is 100 words or less, and it's an opportunity for the kids in words to tell the judge, this is how my entry relates to the theme this year. It also can talk about what inspired them to come up with their idea. We encourage the students to have a really strong artist statement because the interpretation of the theme portion of the score makes up half of the points that the judge is allowed to give. The next component of the score is the creativity, basically how original is the entry itself, and the last component of the score is the skill level. How skillful are they as an actual photographer, or how good of an artist they actually are. We wrap all those scores together, and at the local levels, the schools themselves are able to select how many students or how many places they want to award. At the district level, this year we are accepting the top 3 entries from each category and age group. Students get to showcase their artwork at their local levels, within their schools, as well as within their own award ceremonies. At the district level, we also have an award ceremony. We also display at the Festival of Arts. One of the things that we did last year to try and help us display all the entries, especially with the electronic entries such as music composition and the film production and dance choreography, was we put together a website so that we can run all the entries on it. If anybody wanted to take a look at the entries, it was also playing on a DVD and a television screen over at the Festival of the Arts so that all the information can be viewed. That particular website was a temporary one for use last year, but what we'd like to do is come up with a more permanent solution so that we could showcase all of the entries, whether it be literature, visual arts, dance choreography, for the future of all the entries that are being submitted in the past and in the present.
My name is Sutton, and I'm in first grade, and I've been doing this for 2 years. I like art, and I like entering, so I could get a medal. When I grow up, I want to be an artist.
My name is Alysa Saperstein. I'm in 5th grade, and I've been doing reflections for 6 years. I like that it's all different, and every year the theme changes completely. So it's completely different than last year, and everyone can relate to the theme mostly.
Are you happy? You have to say it. Happy. About your art? About art? Say it's okay.
Okay.
Put your thumbs up. Say okay. Okay.
What I love most about this program is giving the students the ability to be confident in their skills, to communicate what they are feeling into something in which they can let everyone see. We're very fortunate with our Reflections program to partner with the Cultural Arts Division and have our ceremony at the Festival of the Arts. At the Festival of the Arts, it's more than just mom and dad that see their artwork. It is the community, it is friends, it is neighbors. And you might think that your artwork is just something that you do for yourself, but when you see it up on a wall and you see that it gives someone else the joy and the pleasure in seeing the children with their ideas, that's the best part of the program.
If you'd like to find out more information about the PTA Reflections program, you can check with your student's school. This has been a Cultural Connection program. Thank you for watching.